mix and form into a dough like the scones was, but that was gluten-free flour, so that's notoriously hard to work with. So I think we'll be fine. I'm hoping we'll be fine. The ratio does seem like there's a lot of flour to Greek yogurt, but I'm just gonna trust the internet. It knows what it's talking about. Okay, and there's a cup. It doesn't beat the caterpillar. Oh right, yeah, no, we found a caterpillar, didn't we? But that was in our own basil. That was our own, I'm pretty sure, Josh. Our homegrown purple basil from outside. There was a fluorescent green caterpillar in it. So that's like the weirdest thing that well, I guess it's not weird, it's nature. Just seems weird because this is like sifted, triple sifted, and there's like a bit of bark in there. So strange. Pretty sure it was in a salad pack. Oh, was it? I can't even remember, and it wasn't even that long ago. I feel like it was in purple basil because I feel like I was waving around the purple basil. I remember doing that. Who knows, we've probably eaten so many little caterpillars from those salad packs that we buy. So I haven't put it on the oven yet because if you can't tell, I only just woke up. Like, what was that? Oh, I stumbled out of bed like half an hour ago. So I had enough time to just pull everything out that I need for cooking, so I'm not wandering around trying to find ingredients. Hashtag protein. Yep. Okay, and there's a cup. So to recap, pretzels, 2 ingredients, 1 3/4 cups of self-raising flour and 1 cup of Greek yogurt. And we're gonna make some really fun combinations. Josh helped out before by setting up the stream as always, and also cutting these onions, which are stinging my eyes. Why is this lid not going on? What? Oh, is this the wrong lid? You know what I just did? I put the yogurt lid on the flour. And that's why that wasn't going on. Whoops. Whoopsie. There we go, that fits. That's why that wasn't going on. Putting the Greek yogurt away and just peeking at how much cheese we have. Because Josh just popped out just before the stream started and nabbed like 4 slices of cheese. So it's all good, we do have some left. Thank you to Josh. These are gonna take quite a while to caramelize, as onions always do. They always take way longer than you think they will. So I'm gonna start caramelizing these now. I've put in, I guess I was a little organized. I put in 1/2 teaspoon of oil because we will just deglaze it with water instead of adding in more oil, which is just healthier. And I do want these like an everyday kind of snack, so something that I don't feel too bad about just pulling out of the freezer, especially because I know I'm going to eat so many of them because I love pretzels and we just never get them anywhere. We just never get pretzels. It's such an American thing. There was someone in the chat the other day talking about deep fried pretzels with like bacon and cheese and things, and yeah, we do not even have just the regular kind of pretzels. So I'm excited. Hello Nikki. Hey, sorry I was mid-game. Ooh, game. But doing well, just playing Fortnite with the hubby. That's awesome. I am yet to play Fortnite, but I have seen you play, so I hope you have fun. Or having fun. And thanks for popping in, and always appreciate the view or the lurk or whatever anyone wants to, you know, do whilst hanging out with me in the kitchen. And there we go. Fingers crossed this works better than the gluten-free flour, because I just realized now this is that same brand from Aldi. And it's purely because we didn't want to have to travel further to get to Woolworths and get their flour. So hopefully it's not just this brand that's difficult to work with. Okay, I'm gonna start caramelizing these onions. I really need to tidy this drawer because I can't even open it the whole way to see what we do have. And I'm looking for my favorite utensil to use whilst caramelizing, and I cannot find it. I can't find anything in here. Definitely need to do a clean out. There's like this apple slicer. That's weird. It's making a strange noise. But yeah, there's this apple slicer that I literally never use, so I don't know why it's on the top. One that you just like press down on an apple. I didn't find it overly great. Probably should have returned it, but that was like 3 years ago now. So why is this on the top of the huge mess of a utensil cabinet? Who knows? Okay, there's our onion going into our pan. That's on the lowest heat. I'm so not used to gas. If this was my old cooktop at our old place, it'd take like 10 minutes to heat up to this point, and I just turned it on. Yeah, it can't even go any lower. Already need to deglaze it, that's crazy. And I always just have the kettle filled up, so I can just pour some in when it starts to get really stuck to the bottom. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of a balancing act. Let's try and mix this around. Again, I am not overly sure about this quantity, this ratio, but we'll see how it goes. Kunun Kankan, yes, going really well. 11 a cube, just stumbled out of bed. So still mid-coffee. Yup, did just stumble right out of bed. Yeah, it feels like a Saturday, which is nice. I'm loving the morning streams on a Saturday where I can just roll out of bed and Josh has already like set up the setup for streaming. And he broke his new record, or he made a new record this morning. I'm not sure, did you time it, Josh? He's very proud. He's like, that's the quickest I've ever set it up. Because it is quite...
No, I didn't time it.
You didn't time it? Okay, we're gonna have to time it. I mean, if you want. It'd be interesting to know how long it takes. It's good. I think we've somewhat dialed in what we're doing in terms of setting up for the stream. We've got Josh's his phone up as the main camera, and then we've got this little webcam right here that I can somewhat move around, which maybe so you can see the dough a little better. And I feel like this is going to require getting my hands in, but that's fine. I just want to watch those onions. I'll try and be quick. This is already way better than the gluten-free flour. So much better. That one was just like ultra sticky and I just could not work with it when I made those scones. And also, what was I making the other day? I didn't do it on stream, but I made some flatbread, again inspired by a date night in when they made their flatbread. I think they made it 4 different ways, and I made mine in the oven, which was definitely the low effort way, but probably not the yummiest way of doing it. But it was pretty good with some homemade soup. And we didn't have any bread anyway, because that's something that I've always just bought from the stores. But now that I actually know how to make it without any yeast, yeah, I've just been whipping up some homemade bread super quickly every time we've needed it, which has been really fun. And I've been creative with adding things into it, like different herbs and spices, just about always adding in cheese with it. Does anyone else love the smell of flour? Also, I have a little apron on. I'm aware I'm wearing black and I'm working with flour, which I guess I just do all the time because I just always wear black. But I have a little apron on, so that should save my skirt, which just came out of the wash, so yay for an apron. Okay, that one's mostly mixed. It's getting a little bit sticky, but that's fine. We'll add in a bit more flour when we're rolling it out. I feel like it needs a stir. This is gonna be interesting. Actually, no, we'll leave that for a little bit and we'll just quickly stir this one as well. Move it over here so you can see what kind of mix we're going for. And Greek yogurt, by the way, is something that we always have in the fridge at all times because Addie, our doggo, loves Greek yogurt, which, by the way, she's not out and about today. She is in her room sulking. She was out just before the stream, and then we had to put her in her room because she loves saying hi to you guys, and she's made quite the habit of jumping up on the countertop to say hi, and she's not allowed to jump because she's had her desexing surgery like 4 days ago now. You wouldn't even be able to tell now that she's off the pain medication and the sedatives, because the vet gave us sedatives because they said she's just a bit high energy. We don't always give dogs sedative afterwards, but yeah, she's so hyper. And so we have heaps and heaps of dog sedatives left over because we stopped her on them yesterday. I think yesterday was the last day she had a sedative, so yeah. She's a bit high energy this morning because she's probably like, oh, I feel so much better. Yeah, yep, she looked very out of it. It's because she was very out of it. It was sad to see. But yeah, she still has jumped up on a few things. Certainly missed her on the couch. We even we took apart our bed and now the mattress is on the floor because we had a crazy high bed before that she would just jump up. Like it was up to my hip. It's just too high, especially for her after surgery where she wasn't even allowed to jump into the car. And the car is a lot lower. So yeah, we took the legs off of the bed, took out the slats, and now the mattress is just on the floor. But it does have a frame around it and a bed head, so it looks totally fine. And it's a better height than it was before, even just for me. And also our giant sofa that's in front of me. that is also off the legs. So we've done everything we can to prevent her from hurting herself. Also makes our robot vacuum cleaner job a lot easier because he doesn't have to scooch under things and dust doesn't collect, so yeah. Why is this one harder to mix? Is it because I already had stuff on my hands, maybe? I feel like this one's stickier. I don't know, maybe I did slightly more yogurt in this one. Maybe that's what it is. I just had a look at the camera that you guys can see and it looks strange. It looks strange from that angle. It's very sticky. Keeping an eye on the onions as much as I can with my hands like this. But I feel like there was no other way to mix that. Can you see the difference in this one compared to this one? It's really strange. What's that about? Okay, gonna try and roll off as much of it as I can. Then I'm gonna wash my hands and stir those onions. And probably put the oven on. We need to put the oven on. Oh my goodness. I actually do need one of those mixers, like the bowl. Oh, thank you. Yes, that would be even better if you could just put them on. Thank you.
What do you need them to?
200 degrees Celsius. And then if you could stir the onions. Saves me washing my hands and then needing to get them like this again.
Here.
Oh my goodness, it's kind of gone. Ah, smell of onions.
Oh yeah, that's great.
They are excellent. And since you're here, Josh,
Yes.
would you be able to pour, actually, could you move the keyboard and the mouse away? And then could you pour some self-raising flour here? And maybe, should we move that?
I'll go back.
Yeah. Do you want to like flour, you guys? Cool.
So whereabouts? Just.
Yeah, just, yeah, all over there. Even more. More. More, yeah. That's high energy for this time in the morning.
Oh, I'm 3/4 of the way through coffee, so we're getting there.
Oh, lucky duck.
Yes.
Also, we stayed up way too late last night, and it was my fault this time. I was cleaning the front room.
The junk room.
It's the junk room, front room, junk room. It's a spare bedroom, and it was just chockers. Yeah, and it was stressing me out because, well, we've had a few people stay in there too, like my friend, and then Josh's grandpa when his house was electrocuted.
Struck by lightning.
Yeah, struck by lightning, and it completely fried everything in his house. Everything. So at very, very short notice, he came over and stayed with us. So it was good having the bedroom all set up, and I had like an hour, I guess, so I just chucked everything in the garage. When he came over and made him a little care package and things like that. But yeah, since then, and since having my friend over, we've just used it as a junk room, so I would like to keep that as just a spare bedroom in case anyone needs to come over. Oh, a celebrity guest appearance, yeah. You are.
I was waddled out from my hole.
He said he just waddled out from his hovel. And Lavender Cube says, I'm also mid-coffee. Lucky. I was mid-chamomile tea. which is over there, but I won't be able to drink that anytime soon. Not with hands like these. Adasuki, hi! How are you doing? Thanks so much for joining. We're making some pretzels, which is very novel here in Australia. We don't get pretzels. Sometimes at festivals, I've seen like pretzel little like pop-up vans, but on the regular, no, we just don't have them. What time in the morning is it there? It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. But yes, we went to sleep at like 3.
You may have done around.
I went to sleep at 3. Yes, so tired. And it's 7 p.m. in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh.
Yes, I think most of the time I'm streaming, it is somebody's dinner time. Australia is just very, wildly different in our time zones, I think. What are you having for dinner, Suki? If it's 7 p.m. there, have you had dinner already? Are you gonna make it soon? Okay, there's one. That formed much better. Definitely helps having flour on the surface, because I didn't do that for the flatbread that I made off stream just randomly the other day, because I wanted even lower effort and I didn't put any flour down. I just mixed it in the bowl and it was awfully sticky, but it turned out really, really well. There we go, there's a nice little bowl. I'm just gonna leave it in there for a second and we're gonna roll this one out. Thank you so much for caramelizing them. Now what are you eating? Muesli bar. So your entree was the cheese this morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was almonds, then cheese, then muesli bar.
Oh, yeah. Winning combination.
Oh, great. You always pick on my combinations of food.
That's because you do the weirdest combinations of food, and if I did those combinations...
I prefer the term quirky, but okay.
Suhi, no dinner yet, probably. We'll just munch on snacks tonight. You're welcome. I love asking what people are eating for dinner, or any meal, basically. Love knowing what people are eating. I'm, yeah, a bit food obsessed. And Lavender Cube, it's 11 a.m. here. That's cool. They're like on the same time zone, almost. It is like, it's technically 11:32 now. Where's the time going? What?
They call it the past.
Josh just cracking some jokes behind me. You can probably hear, actually. The microphone probably picks him up.
I should be able to. It dazzles them with my wit.
Just becoming the Josh show, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so I was ragging on this brand of flour, but I think it might just be their self-raising flour. That was the issue, because this is fine. This is like proper dough. And yeah, we're only 30 minutes apart. Really convenient. Well, yes. It's very convenient. And so many people that I want to watch on Twitch, but they're in just... I should be sleeping when I'm watching them. And then a lot of the time I am. So it makes it tricky to be, yeah, like regularly watching people that you enjoy. Unless you're on the same time zone, so yay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just about to ask you for a thing. I guess I'll just have to karate chop it then. We don't have like a cutter. I was thinking, maybe a butter knife. Could I have a butter knife? That'd be good. Like a really, yeah. Is that?
Butter knife?
Yes, it's a bit more than a butter knife.
I don't know what a butter knife is there.
Why is it so sharp for a butter knife? I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure all butter knives are like that.
Are they?
Yeah.
I feel like we've got much blunter butter knives. With the water from the kettle.
Ah,
You clearly weren't watching the stream, Josh.
distracted.
I explained that's how I do it. Okay, it's in a bowl and we're gonna cut it into, I have to sneeze. All good, false alarm. We're gonna just cut it into equal sections so our pretzels can be somewhat uniform. And I think these are probably gonna be probably just the regular salted ones, because I think that's gonna take a little bit longer to cook.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they're just turning a little bit glassy, yeah.
Andy's eyes were.
Oh, Josh just said like Addie's eyes were when she was on her sedatives. Yeah, it was really weird. She's so good with eye contact, but when she was on the sedatives, so she wouldn't, run around like a mad thing, her eyes just like one was going in the opposite direction to the other one, and she just was not making eye contact because she couldn't, and then she's very wobbly. It was really sad to see, but also very, very cute because she kept on clanging around, walking into things with her cone of shame on.
Used to her cone of shame.
She is. She just has resigned to her fate that she has to wear it now. Oh, she's such a cutie. I miss her. I miss having her in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You're the substitute today.
Yes, I am Andy.
Mhm.
Give me fruit scraps.
Yeah. Just as cute. Wait, did I cut this one in half or I just made this one smaller? I don't know. 4, 8, yeah, okay. Awesome. Now we're gonna roll them into balls. Maybe that's the secret, it's just putting down more flour onto the bench top. It's not nearly as sticky, and then when it does get stuck, I can just put some flour on it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Also, it is the first stream that we're having with the emotes that I made. Yeah, I haven't had a stream since I made them. So they're all Addie themed, of course, because I'm obsessed with Addie. Yes, so if you are subbed, if you're one of the lucky ones from DG, he was awesome. Then yeah, I think the subs should still be current.
Yeah,
I don't think it's tipped over to the next month yet.
Yeah.
But if you did want to have a look through the emoji, there we go! Yay! It's happening! And yay, I'm so glad that one got approved. I was waiting for the hype one to be approved for the longest time. Awesome! Oh, it's so cool seeing a little face pop up. The hamburger hat one. Oh, I had too much fun making them. Also, being the Twitch newbie that I am, I didn't realize that you only get a certain amount of slots to make the emotes. So I went crazy and before I knew, and I made 56 emotes. 56. Whoops. And I was so excited to upload them all, and then I went to upload them, and then it was oh, you need, I think it was 2 more subscribers to unlock 2 more slots for emotes. And I was like, what? What do you mean? Unlock more. Oh. So now I have all these gorgeous emotes that I can't use yet. That's right, we'll just get more subscribers. That's awesome though. You'd have endless content. Yes. Yeah, I went a bit crazy. Oh, and I made them on Canva, by the way. It makes it really, really like fun and very intuitive to make these designs. So Canva's excellent. Yeah, I just took photos of Addie. Well, I had all those photos of Addie. And then I went to, I think I just typed in Google, what was it? Background remover. It was remove? I don't know. It was the first option that came up. First option that came up in Google. And then, yeah, I just uploaded the photo, it removed the background. Then I just uploaded that into Canva. And then just put some text on it. And then saved it as a PNG. So that was a whole step if you're, if you're curious. I did have, yeah, someone reach out to me on Instagram asking how I did it. So there you go. If you're curious, I bet everyone's got their different ways of doing it, but I found that easy, probably too easy, because obviously I made way too many. And then I had to decide what ones I was actually going to use. Also, I've never made pretzels, so I need to think about how what they look like. That's how little we have them. And it's getting hard to make. Maybe I did use too much flour. Here now. Oh well. Yep. Okay, let's do this. Into a ball, let's attempt it again. Maybe I'll spread the flour out so I don't get any more flour in it, because I think maybe it's just getting a little too crumbly. And I know I need to get them into long cylinders so then I can form them into a pretzel shape. Now what are you eating? Chocolate.
I'm sleepy, I snack.
Yeah. Oh, why is this so difficult? Am I doing this correct? I should have watched some videos. I did though, I can't remember them. I'm not in my sleepy state. Okay, yep, I think we put maybe too much flour on the surface and it soaked it up, and now it's just a little difficult to work with, but that's fine. How long do we want them? That's as long as the knife. Okay, that's not long enough. I can't twist it around. I'm gonna have to come up with a more efficient way of doing this, because it's taking me like 5 minutes to make one. You can tell it's my first time making pretzels, because I'm trying to picture what they look like. Okay, maybe that'll work. I just realized you can't see because I put that bowl there. You couldn't even see what I was doing. Whoops. There we go, now you can see. This is how long we've made it. I know, onions take forever to cook. Thank you, Josh. I can't remember how pretzels look. This is how little I have them.
Hang on, I'll pull up a photo.
Yes, please. I need a photo of one. We clearly don't get them here. While you're doing that, I'll just start on the next one. Hopefully this will be easier. Just... Okay.
Does that help?
I think it's just because I haven't done it long enough. Okay, so that, and then that way. There we go, we did it. There's our first little pretzel, that's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
We did one. Wow. It's not the prettiest pretzel, but that's...
What's on the inside that counts.
Yeah.
Too big as onion.
Yeah, yep, we'll definitely... The next ones will have some insides, some insides of caramelized onion and cheese.
Nothing quite like delicious insides.
The bear. Twist top and pull the bottom. Yeah, thank you. That's where I was getting confused. I wasn't pulling it down. And Omega, hi. Hello, hello to you as well. We're making some pretzels. We're attempting to anyway. It's definitely my first time. But we have successfully made one now. There we go. There's our first one. It's upside down, but let's put it here. Okay, I'm gonna try and be quicker with making them, because that took like 5 minutes to make that one. How you going, Omega? You're having a lovely weekend? Josh and I are. Got Josh helping. Yay. He's the sub out for Addie because Doggo is in the next room recovering. What are you eating now?
Right.
You have too many different combinations of food in your stomach. You're gonna feel sick.
No,
You will. This is why you're just leaning into it now.
No, you put the food, I have to eat it. It's a hard life.
Devere says, Josh, the life of a sous chef. And Omega says, not yet, it's only after 10 p.m. for you here in the US. Right, yes, we're in the future. That's what everyone keeps telling us, we're in the future. Wait, 10 p.m. Friday? That's basically, I consider the weekend to start like 5 p.m. on a Friday.
When I was working, it started like 2 p.m. on a Friday.
Yeah, or yeah, Josh being in private engineering consultancy, it was when he worked there, it was 2 p.m. on a Friday.
After that point, I just stopped doing work and made myself look busy.
Just dusting off my hands as much as I can, because maybe that's also the issue with trying to roll these. But I think we did just go a little crazy with the amount of flour that we put down, but that was my fault. I instructed Josh to put down heaps. But we are making 2 batches, so I figured it'd be fine. Okay, is that as long as we did the other one? I do not know. I feel like that was also the issue. I hadn't made it long enough, so then I couldn't quite twist it. Good flatbread?
Good flatbread.
That's good. You're hungry.
More that I'm sleepy.
Yeah, sleepy Josh is a hungry Josh.
I eat to fill the void that sleep would usually fill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we made good progress on cleaning out the front room. Josh has a horrendous amount of cables.
It was not that bad.
It was shocking. He has a whole box, like a giant big box of cables. And I thought, oh, okay, well, he's got all the cables in that box. Fair enough. I can just be the cable box for now. And then every other box I opened, cable after cable after cable after cable.
Each one more useful than the last.
No, so many were like not useful at all. Oh, this one's a tiny one. This one's a fat one.
You never know when you're going to need an old DVI cable.
Never. Obviously, we've never used those cables. Okay, there's our second one. It's a tiny one compared to the first one we did, because it's a lot of effort actually rolling them out thin, which it shouldn't be, but just don't use as much. Don't use as much flour on the surface like I did. Maybe we'll roll it like this. Maybe that'll help. You poor woman. Yeah. So I did what I could myself in terms of cleaning out the front room, but there's just so many things that well, I don't know what those cables are for. Why are there so many?
It's also really bad because whenever we build a new computer, get the power supply. The power supply would have like every cable that it could conceivably need, and you usually only need like 3 or 4 of them. But you have to like hold on to those cables. You can't really use them with no power supply. They're not rated for it.
Yeah, so I learned a lot about cables last night.
We need universal power supply cables, and what needs like boards so many.
Maybe you can make one, Josh.
See what I can do.
You're an engineer. I say that to Josh about everything. You're an engineer.
It's on roads. I know nothing about electricity.
I know, it's just funny. It's just funny saying that to an engineer. They make things right. Well, the onion is bubbling away. That's some deglazing I could hear going on behind me.
Yeah.
He says with a mouth full. Also, you probably couldn't hear it before, but Addie was crying. She's like, my humans are in the kitchen without me. Maybe these will just be really cute fat pretzels. I just don't want them to like merge into a bowl if they're too, I don't know, fat. Onion smells amazing.
Good.
Are you coming back out or you're leaving? Okay, just so I know. So I don't burn the onion behind me. Oh goodness. Well, I'm gonna have to make the other ones way bigger because they will not. The filling's not gonna fit in these tiny little ones that I'm making.
So I'm gonna cook down a bit more before I deglaze again.
Yeah. Yes, very much looking forward to having some savoury snacks in the house. That's, I don't know if you caught that other stream that I did where I made those puff pastry pinwheels. That was the goal for them. And I told myself and you that we wouldn't eat them as entire main meals, like a whole plate full of puff pastries.
And
But we did.
We did just that.
We did.
Several times.
They were good for the first day. And then, yeah. Then we just ate plates and plates full of them. They were just too good. They were amazing. Pastry is my weakness. There we go, we've got 3 now. And hopefully they don't expand too much. Hopefully. Try and move them away from each other.
I will happily eat one big ball of dough.
Yeah, me too. I really want to eat just like this, but I won't.
So for tummy ache.
Yeah. Is there an easier way to roll these?
Probably like a rolling pin or something, which we don't have.
Yeah, maybe a rolling pin.
Do we have one?
I don't think we do. Could you check? My hands are all...
I'm surprised we do.
I feel like we don't, or it's really well hidden.
Yeah, I don't think we do. They usually stand out fairly well.
Yeah, they usually be... Wait, what's that one?
What?
Is that just a wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, I thought we didn't. How do we not have a rolling pin?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I should have used, my Danish whisk.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I should have used that. That's what I could have done instead of using my hands. I forgot. Also, I don't know why it's in that drawer. It's a weird space for that one. Maybe I'll just be a little careless with rolling them.
Ridiculous how much onion cooks down.
I know. It's like a whole pack of onion. Another reason why I miss shopping at Coles is because they had like entire packs of pre-cut frozen onion.
Oh, that's life-changing.
They're life-changing. Because yeah, just before the stream I was like, Josh, I forgot I put mascara on it. Just a little bit of mascara and I don't really want to be cutting onions just before stream to get them ready with mascara running down my face. So then Josh very kindly cut them for me. But yes, if we could just have the frozen ones. Another reason why we need to shop at Coles. We just need one near us.
It's like one inconveniently placed town over.
Yeah. The whole town over. And we're just not going to do that on the regular. But if we got a bigger freezer...
Yeah, bigger freezer would be nice.
If we got a bigger freezer, then we could go to Coles and just stock up. Because they also have the better chicken tenders.
Chicken tendies.
Chicken tendies. Mm. I was picturing these to be so pretty, but they're all wonky. Oh well. What a nice way to spend a Saturday morning. I'm getting much better at looping them around now. I think because I was trying to turn them upside down and I didn't know that's what I was doing. Now we have made 4. So on the list of things to buy, a rolling pin. I'll do a little more hunting around, but I really don't think we have one. And if we did, it would be in that drawer. But I'll put it on the list. So a rolling pin, and then also one of those like, I don't know what's called, like a stand mixer, I think, with a bowl.
Stand mixer?
No, a stand mixer.
I thought it was stand mixer.
No.
No, that's a shame. They should be called that.
Well, I don't know now. Maybe they are. Maybe you know more about cooking than me.
That's not the case.
No, but I'm not, like, not a brand one. Or just... I don't know how I feel about having you in the kitchen.
You love the banter.
It's very handy with the onion cooking behind me though. Whereas this stream would go for way longer because I'd have to go back and forth. This is already taking me like a silly amount of time to roll them out, but oh well. It's pretty soothing actually. It's like playing with Play-Doh. I do wish I could get them more uniformly rolled out though. Oh, this one's even smaller. I'm making them even smaller. Whoops. Yeah, they started big and now they're getting smaller. Usually it's the other way. Usually when I'm making things like the pinwheels or, I don't know, other things, I start smaller and then I get a little carried away and then I just make them bigger, like cookies and things. Not the case with this, because it requires a whole lot more effort to actually roll them. I think that also is the thing with these 2-ingredient recipes. Sometimes it's just, they're super easy in terms of just using flour and yogurt, but then in terms of rolling it out, I don't know. Maybe it also depends on the temperature. That might also be it.
It also very dependent on like the specifics of the 2 ingredients. So I feel like it's like the more ingredients, you might be able to like cover up the like differences.
Sorry, I was distracted. I was reading chat. First time chatter. Why is it called an oven when you in the cook food out of hot, eat the food?
That's a challenging sentence.
That hurt my head. Was that the intention?
So well played.
Yes. Also, we need to make the chat bigger, Josh. I say this every time. Okay, Lavender Cube says, had a start trying to read it too, don't worry. Good, good. Not just me, I was like,
My brain bleed.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? Oh, it's so hard to roll. I really wanted to make pretty pretzels, Josh.
Oh, they look pretty.
And every time I roll it like a little bit too thin in one area, then it just wants to snap off.
Oh, it was a copy pasta. Okay. Copy pasta. No.
That's a cookie pasta. Ah, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Good to know it's not just me then. I was like, am I just getting worse at reading? Also, what's the difference?
Just grabbing a utensil. Sorry, what's the difference?
How about you in the kitchen just throwing me all out?
I can go back to my hobble if you like.
No, I really need those cooked, so.
So what's the difference from what?
I don't know, I forgot now. I think it's also because my hair's down and then you were just there. Which is the story of my life. I should probably wear my hair up more.
That was me where Angela just like sneaks up on the line. Like, ah!
Yeah.
That's just me constantly wandering the halls.
Yeah. It is, he's always freaking me out. But yes, I should probably wear my hair up more. I feel like I would. They're like horse flaps.
She seems to forget that I live here.
No, you deliberately sneak up on me.
I just wander around casually.
You do not. You sneak. You and Addie both sneak around corners.
So Addie does.
She does. She's getting very good at sneaking. All right. We've got 6 on there. We can. We'll just make 8. We'll just make 8, and then 4 can be with regular sea salt, and 4 can be with the sugar cinnamon, or cinnamon sugar. But yes, now that I think about it, a rolling pin could make this a lot easier. I could just roll them out flat and then just roll. Okay, well, taking notes for next time, because I'm sure these are going to be amazing and there will be a next time. That's what I was going to say. What's the difference between emojis and emotes?
I have no idea. I think emojis are like the little face thingies.
Yeah, but these are little face thingies.
Yeah, but I think emotes are like, I think emotes are a much more broad term.
Okay.
All emojis are emotes, but not all emotes are emojis. Is that the case? Like they're like square rectangle to fuck with?
I don't know. I do not know. If you know, let us know. What's the difference? Is it just Twitch with their lingo? Because yeah, when I first got on Twitch, I was like, what are emotes? What are they? And I was like, oh, they're just emojis. Oh, that's what I should do. I should somehow turn them into like emojis that I can use in text and things. My parents would love that. Addy emotes, they would flip out if I just randomly started using Addy emojis or emotes, whatever, in text messages. I should do that. I do need to message them in a little bit. I just saw a text message from my dad just asking for the Disney Plus login, but hands. So we'll message them after and maybe I'll send them an Addy emote. I feel like they'd be able to pick out her face and be like, what? What? That's her? Mm-hmm. Oh, and also with me making like 56 emotes that I can't use anytime soon, I thought it would be a really fun thing to like make some Addy apparel. Mainly just for Josh and I, so we could have like Addy on our PJs or Addy on socks, or a mug, things like that. But there's websites that like it's print on demand basically, and they just print it when someone orders it. So
that would freak Addy out at all.
Addy would love it. She'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm on your sock.
If she sees another doggo on the screen.
Yeah, that's one of Addy's trigger phrases is there's a doggo on the screen. Whenever I say that, she sprints from wherever she is in the house and runs up and jumps on top of the entertainment unit and stares at the TV and then watches the dog. So that's pretty funny. Should probably stop talking about her. I heard her cone of shame just bonk up against the door there. She's like, what? You're talking about me? Yeah, I think you're doing that. You can put the goggles back on.
Oh, I can actually.
Yeah, we always, whenever we cut up onion, always put on the goggles.
Watch me achieve my final form.
And even with goggles, I would still just, yeah,
Yes.
your final form, like a Pokemon,
Yeah.
final form.
Mm-hmm. The Dragon Ball Z reference.
Well, it
The
could also be a
superior
Pokemon.
animal.
It could also be a Pokemon reference. Because they evolve and they get less cute. Sad. That when I was playing Pokemon a couple of years ago, what one was I playing? Was it X and
Pokemon,
Y?
Yeah, X and Y, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a Fennekin, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fennekin.
Yeah, and then it turns into Delphox
Mm-hmm.
as its final form. See, final form. Yeah. And every time I went to evolve, I was like, nope, and I didn't let it evolve. Every time. Because I didn't want it to get, well, I won't say ugly, but I just wanted it to stay cute. Cute and little. So I kept on not evolving it.
There's no embor in terms of ugly evolutions. Jess doesn't know what that means.
Oh, well, that's mean. Says something, Jess doesn't know what it means.
Or do you know which one embor is?
Yes.
Are you bluffing?
No. That was a mean thing to say. You're a bully, Josh. I would never say that to you. These pretzels are all mine now. You can make your own.
Okay, well, I'll take this onion with me then.
You can eat all that onion if you want.
I will, you watch me.
That's not a challenge. Do not do that.
Like cooking down to like 2 spoonfuls. Look at it.
Yeah, what the heck?
I know.
How many onions was that, like 10?
Yeah, I think it was like 10 onions.
10 onions for like 2 teaspoons.
Yeah, like this entire thing was like full, and now, like...
Look at you with your goggles on.
Oh yeah, it's great, yeah.
Wait, this will be the screenshot that I do.
There you go, you put that. Free one.
It does help though. Even my eyes are stinging. I think it's the longer you leave onions, and they have been in the pantry for some time, the longer you leave them, the more potent. See, it's in the back of my throat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this will be our last little pretzel. These ones will be little baby ones, and the next ones I'm only gonna do like 4. So they will be double the size. So we have 8 little ones, and then we'll do 4 big ones. I'm really, really hoping that they don't lose their shape when they cook. But oh well. If they do, they're still going to taste amazing. On to the next one. I need one of those, okay, we need to start a list of cooking things for Jess. Actually, speaking of a list, I made a wish list. That was a lot of fun, on throwing gifts, which I was doing a lot of sussing out with what, you know, online type of wish list is the best. And I saw a lot of people have Amazon wish lists, which I do too, but it's not a public one, it's just a... Sometimes I occasionally buy things off of my own wish list for like, I don't know, if I see they've gone down in price or whatever, but it wasn't public. But I thought, I've seen quite a few creators like get things sent to them, which was really fun, so I thought, I'll just create one. Also, will be really handy for our families for like Christmases and birthdays. We can just like send them the link to our online wish list. So that'll be awesome. But yes, so I was doing some sussing, and the Amazon wish list apparently is not as secure as you would think it would be, from what I have seen some other creators say, that there's like this checkbox, which I almost checked, which says like you consent to us giving like third-party merchants your address and they can share it if required. And apparently there's some cases of some people sending like other people gifts and then calling up those merchants and asking where it's been sent to, which is a bit freaky. So didn't want to risk that. And throwing gifts doesn't do that. They charge more fees, like service fees, but if it means everything's secure and no one can get your like address, then that's cool. But yeah, PO boxes are also like a really great idea. Also, I love looking at other people's... Wait, how am I going to do this? I love looking at other people's wish lists as well. So if you are curious, it's in my About section. And Josh also has one.
Mine's like all tech stuff.
Josh is all tech. Mine is like lots of like Addy toys and like cooking stuff, obviously. But I should probably add in one of those like dough cutters. That'd be nice. And a rolling pin.
A rolling pin.
Actually, that's exactly what I need right now. I need a rolling pin because these ones are going to be stuffed in the middle, so I need to roll them out. Oh no. I'm just gonna smear it with my hand. And worst case, these can just be little like balls, I guess.
Yeah, balls filled with like stuffed onion and cheese. But that's pretty good.
That does sound pretty good.
What I could go for?
What?
Mac and cheese balls.
Ooh, yeah,
Fried mac and cheese balls.
yeah. Where from?
I noticed anyway.
Just anyway.
Sure we could Uber Eats it somehow. Probably won't.
Probably not around here.
Uber Eats is so expensive.
It is. In saying that, I've not once ever got Uber Eats.
We did it maybe, I think we did it once when we lived at the apartment where we tried to get,
Was that Uber Eats or was it just like Domino's?
oh no, I think it was Uber Eats. We tried to get pizza from Cafe Primo and it was shit. And it took 2 hours to get here even though we lived like a
Yeah.
5-minute walk away.
Yeah, they kept on getting lost. And it's not like that was a new development area.
No, that's
So I
right.
can't even imagine what it'd be like here.
I think it's done.
Yay! Well, if you think it's done, then... Oh my goodness, I so need a rolling pin. I'm just smushing it onto the counter. Oh, my eyes are... That onion...
You want the goggles?
No. I do not want them goggles. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, that suction though.
It's about to suck your eyes out.
That's what we need. It's my eyes dangling out my head on
Oh no. Remember that little cartoon where that was a thing?
screen. Oh, was it like Happy Tree Friends?
Happy Tree Friends.
Oh, that was dark.
That was...
It's a dark timeline.
Oh my goodness. That was awful. I hated that. Could you get the cheese out, please?
Oh yeah. You can get the cheese out and I'll also take tribute.
No, you've already had so much cheese.
I had 2 slices of cheese.
Looks like 4 to me. Okay.
So how do you want to do this?
Well, could you maybe grab the onion and then like lay some down here? You're actually my sous chef today, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Addy, so you're here.
I've got spawn.
And then a slice of cheese. If it was grated, that'd be better, but that's fine. Sliced it all up last night. Yes. And then just like in the middle.
Yes, pardon the very hot pan.
It's alright. This is a cooking with Josh stream.
Yes.
Well, I know what my breakfast is going to be. It's not going to be a random mishmash of things around the house.
A coordinated smorgasbord of snacks.
There was no coordination
There
to
was.
that. And then maybe if you just like, I don't know, did you want to hang out with me in the kitchen or do you want to go do your own thing?
Oh, that's all right. I'll hang out here and help you do this.
Okay, thank you. Oh, it smells so good. How good does that smell?
Very good.
Okay, now we're gonna try and roll it. I'm gonna try and... I believe... It's gonna pinch it in stuffed pretzel. I've never had a stuffed pretzel. The only pretzel I've ever had was just a plain one.
Put the cheese on the corner so you can pick it up.
Thank you.
Pentagram of cheese.
Oh, the other thing that Josh also has an excessive amount of was notebooks. so many notebooks. That was fun, like reminiscing, going through all the different notes. All the highly classified.
Yeah, gonna have to go through and like get a shredder for a good chunk of them.
Yeah.
So like work related notes for various projects.
Yes. And we will leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots of notebooks and lots of cables.
I did find some like empty notebooks that I acquired from work, so that was good.
Okay, there we go. It's like all stuffed in. It's getting a little sticky on the sides, but that's because this one didn't get nearly as much flour as the other ones. Oh, it's nice and warm.
Nice.
Yum. Okay. Now I'm gonna just try and, I don't know, form it into a pretzel shape. Needs to be long because it is thicker, and yeah, we're a little bit worried about these ones. Well, not worried. I'm gonna eat them regardless, but I would like some pretty ones.
For the gram.
For the gram. That should be a sound thing. A sound alert. Okay. It's getting awfully warm. It's probably melting that cheese already.
Heavy breathing.
That's also going to be another sound alert, is Addie's heavy breathing. I somewhat recorded it yesterday, just on video, but I'll strip out the image of it. I can't remember how to do this again. There's two. There we go. That's how I was doing it. I was doing it this way up.
Chunky boy.
Yeah, it's very chunky. It needs to be not as chunky. Some of the caramelized onion just came out. That's fine. We'll just pinch that back in. Yay! Could I have another? Yeah, silicone mat on a tray. Now it is self-raising flour, so I'm really hoping that they don't expand too much, but we will put a little bit of egg wash on them so then they can crisp up a little bit. Oh, it's so warm. There you go, we've got, it's filled, it's like a tube. It's a tube of cheese and caramelized onion. Okay. Do you think there's anything, maybe, could you get the Danish with the whisk? Because then maybe I could roll that.
You might struggle because it's got the big bit on the end.
Maybe if I do it off the side though.
Maybe.
This is a Danish whisk. It's really good for like combining dough. So I should have used it, but I forgot that we had it because it was in a different spot. So this is what we're using for a rolling pin. More flour. Should have covered it actually. Well, yeah, it's working better than me smushing it with my hand. Thank you for cooking the onion, Josh. Lavender Cube, if you're still there, are you winning? Are you winning on Fortnite? It's just a fun thing to say. Like, who was it? I think, was it my mum? She asked you, and you were playing Guild Wars one time?
Oh, yeah.
She asked you if you were winning?
Yeah, I was like, that's a complicated question.
More flour. Yes, tricky. Not a yes or no answer, is it?
No.
On Guild Wars? Like,
No, I sit her down and explain all the mechanics of Guild Wars and watch her eyes glaze over.
Like Addie's.
Yeah.
Addie loves watching Josh play Guild Wars.
Yeah, she just sit there, especially when some of the mouths pop up on the screen. Like,
Yeah.
Like a dog.
Yeah. And she loves the colourful, like, flashes on the screen.
Loves
them. Yeah, and cartoons. We really need to watch more cartoons. I keep saying to Josh, we need to watch Disney movies with Addie. I watched 101 Dalmatians with her this time last year because it came up in a Google memory.
She loved it.
She loved. And then we had so many tradies just wanting to get in the house to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
So I had to keep pausing the TV and then restraining her. But yeah, that was this time last year. Because we're getting like all our retaining done. Ugh. So the chilled out watching a movie with the doggo was not so chilled out.
Yeah.
Okay, well this one's a bit longer. Yay for our makeshift rolling pin. Oh no, it's stuck to the counter. I rolled it too hard. With no flour in that section. No, all my hard work. Get off the counter. Dang it! No. Okay, well, if you're gonna roll it with a rolling pin or a Danish whisk as a rolling pin, make sure you put flour in the section. Sorry, we salvaged it. Let's put it on the flour now. Stretch it a bit. Okay, we're ready for the onion, Josh. Onion up. So professional.
Very professional.
And then if you could just like smear it out so it's, yes. Thank you. And we can always eat the leftover.
No, I will.
Perfectly caramelized. You did a great job, Josh.
Thank you.
Ugh. Hair and flour.
Oh, Addie's hair. Every time I fall asleep, just lay in a pile of her hair.
Yeah.
It's always in my stubble as well. I wake up with just wads of it under my chin.
Yeah, you've got like double beard because
Yeah.
you've got your own beard and then you've got Addie's hair just like stuck to it like Velcro. Okay, this one went really well.
Famous last words.
Yes, I think that'll be the secret for when we make those next time we make small ones like that, is roll it out with a rolling pin and then just roll it in to a tube shape. And pinching it in. And then we just got 2 more to go. And then we'll put them all in. Should we put them all in the same time or should we put these in now?
Maybe put them in now.
Yeah, I'll put them in now because then you have some ready. If you could beat an egg and then just like put a little bit of egg wash on them.
What game do I have to feed that?
Life.
That's not hard.
Probably even just in there is fine. Yay, no shell. Woo, well done.
What's the matter?
Oh, we got another pastry brush, so that's good. And there's a pastry brush in there.
Do you need to put like salt in them or anything now?
We will after the egg wash. Oh, the onion's coming out of this one. No! Piece it together. Oh well. It's so cool you can make a dough just with Greek yogurt and flour.
That's really cool.
This one's falling apart. Yeah, the onion just wanted to come out of that one. Does your recipe not call for boiling the pretzel first? No, this one does not. We're just gonna put it straight in the oven. Also, I felt like that was too much effort. So I did see some recipes that called for that. And then I saw some recipes where they just put them straight in the oven. So I thought I would just do that.
Laziness is the name
Yes.
of the game.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're definitely focusing on the easy aspect, even though I'm making this look very hard with rolling it out. But, well, we don't have an actual rolling pin, so it is a bit harder. And I don't know, maybe I'm gonna rag on this flour company. Because I feel like when I saw some people making this in some very short videos, they just roll theirs so easily.
Some salt and pepper? Or just
Yes.
salt on them?
Just salt on like 4 of them. Yeah, we're gonna do 4 plain and then 4 with cinnamon sugar. But yes, you definitely can boil them with water, and I think it's baking powder. I think that's what it is.
Is this cinnamon sugar in Tupperware? Or just cinnamon?
There's a bit left over in there, just see how far it goes. Made cinnamon sugar ages ago. That should be fine.
Yep.
Skinnies.
Mystery
My helper.
utensils.
Bold doing that in the drawer. So many knives are just facing upwards. And I think I read somewhere that boiling them in the water and baking powder mix, you only do it for like 20 seconds, but it just helps with like toughening them up
Yeah.
and like browning them up. And
sense.
I don't know, I really want them like soft pretzels.
I'm a bit of a fan of like hard pretzels.
Yeah, I've had some hard pretzels in my life. Well, they've been harder ones, and I just really felt like soft pretzels. And also the effort of like lowering them down one by one into a pot of hot water. I just didn't feel like it this morning.
After we stumbled out of bed like half an hour before the stream.
Yeah, seemed like too much effort, and I saw very successful results from other people. Well, one other person doing it. Well, and I think it was a YouTuber, just typed in 2 ingredient pretzel. And also, I knew I wanted to make some stuffed ones, and theirs wasn't stuffed. The ones that were lowering it down, so I thought that like this one's already quite flimsy with the caramelized onion because it's so warm, just poking out of the side there. Ooh, I think we're ready for some more caramelized onion. You're a much better helper than Addie in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, she's marginally less helpful.
Especially when there's flour. When there's flour involved. There's an Addie involved.
She's got to play in the flour.
Cool, and then we'll just have one more to make after this, so then we
Nice.
can... Oh, let's put those ones in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So we've got the oven set to 200 degrees Celsius, and they go in for about 20 minutes, but we'll keep an eye on them. So I feel like our oven is hotter than it should be. First nom of the day for me
Caramelized onion's great.
is so good. Makes me want to go to Bunnings and grab a sausage with caramelized
One
onion.
of the few food things that hasn't increased with inflation.
Yeah.
Ever.
Is that the only thing that hasn't increased food-wise? Is the Bunnings sausages? The minute they do, though,
Oh yeah, there'll be an uproar.
There will
It
be.
was like $2 without onion, $2.50 with,
yeah,
and two of them like is a lunch.
yeah. And also, when you do think about the markup of Bunnings sausages,
Oh yes.
like we made sausages, was it yesterday
Mm.
or the day before? I think it was. And you could buy a whole pack of like honey sausages,
Yeah.
for like, what was it, $5?
Yeah.
$5, and then we could have like 3.5 each, as opposed to
Oh yeah, and the
Bunnings.
Bunnings ones are like the cheapest ones
The-
you can
yeah.
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah, my old athletics club, we used to do like Bunnings sausage sizzles, and yeah, do like once a year, and you make like you know, $5-6 grand from it, just from the sheer markup and the quantity of them that you sell.
Yeah, it's a huge markup. So, if people start marking up their Bunnings sausages,
As long as you think
No.
it's untouched.
no. Speaking of markups in food, apparently Australia is experiencing a massive lettuce shortage at the moment. And I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace. I hadn't heard anything about it. Scrolling through, and then I saw someone was selling a head of lettuce for $80. Just like a head of lettuce for $80. And I thought that's ridiculous. It's clearly a joke. So I didn't think anything of it and just kept on scrolling past. And I happened to be on Google, and it came up with all the trending news and things like that. And apparently, yeah, we are experiencing a lettuce shortage. And like fast food outlets, including Subway and I think it was KFC.
Yeah, KFC.
KFC, instead of using lettuce, they're using cabbage.
The
there's
worst of the
there's
leafy greens.
There's an uproar. Cause no, who likes cabbage?
That's why I just want the heat. It's weird.
Yep. So that's not good. And then I think it was Anthony Albanese, one of our politicians, said it was a crisis. It was a real crisis, and he was going to make it a priority.
So with a list as well, be hilarious.
Dancing pretzels, yeah, it spooked me. I get spooked very easily. Except when I'm watching The Walking Dead or anything zombie related. Oh, well, not anything zombie related, just The Walking Dead.
I'm blowing up a little bit, but
Don't you touch each other.
yeah.
Don't do it. Stay separate, please. Well, they smell good. They smell very good.
They'll taste great.
I'm so excited for these though, the caramelized onion ones. I'm so hungry. They are quite tricky to work with though, because the onion keeps on wanting to say hello. Stay in there. Oh, and to bear as well. So I did reread through the message that I was sent on Twitter, and then I also realised why I hadn't responded yet, because one, it was super late at night, and Addie being dissects with her cone head crashing into things. But also I don't have Discord, and that was the final thing of like join the Discord. So I need to get on Discord. I created one a little bit ago, but I don't really know how to use it, and I did it on my mobile without downloading the app. And then I exited out of the Google thing, so
Well, this was a bit of a pain.
I don't remember my login, and I also don't know how to use Discord, but I will.
Figure it out.
Yeah, because everyone uses it. Everyone's like, oh yeah, join my Discord. I'm like, I need to not just log in using my internet browser on my phone and then exit, because I feel like now I have 2 different logins. Yeah.
I'm sure I do as well, and yeah, to get on like some servers I need to like verify it with a mobile number, but it wouldn't let me do it with my main one.
Yeah, it said your mobile number was already used.
Yeah, even though it wasn't, because
Yeah.
I only had like one other old account and certainly wasn't on that. So I literally had to go to Audi, get like a prepaid like mobile SIM just to get a new number and
Yeah.
use that to verify it, which worked, but oh.
Yeah. It says Discord is simple and we have a ton of channels on there with all kinds of resources. Cool. I will get on the Discord train. I have never like looked around enough to understand like it's how to navigate it really, because I have not really spent much time on there at all. But I will. I definitely will. Because it seems like everybody on Twitch uses Discord. Everybody, don't they?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need that, but no, it seems like I do. So that's fine.
Might be balls by the time they're done.
No, stop it.
Oh well. They'll be
They
nice.
will be knots. They'll be knots.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's alright, they're gonna taste great either way.
Yes. That's probably the prettiest one we've done. It's the last. Oh no, we've got one
We've got
more.
one more.
I thought that was the last one, so I was making it extra pretty. Now we're on the last one. We don't flick that everywhere. I feel like you're flicking it everywhere.
What happens when you trust me with responsibility?
I think next time we go to Woolworths, let's just stock up on some flour.
Some good flour.
Some good flour. Because I'm calling it. I've had better luck working with other flour in the past, and I feel like it was not nearly as difficult to work with. So I think it's this brand, White Mill from Audi.
That's right. There's always a handful of things we need from boys anyway.
Oh, and it's a public holiday coming up on Monday, so so we should definitely go grocery shopping soon.
Yeah, we'll do that probably tomorrow.
Yeah. A proper rolling pin would be good.
Yeah.
This keeps just getting on the side. But yeah, these are excellent for combining things. Like dough. I got one for my dad as well, and he loves it. He was making Anzac cookies the other day. Just randomly.
As you do.
Yeah. So nice. I should make them again.
No, they're great.
They're also a really good savoury snack. They're somewhat savoury.
Yeah, a bit sweet, but yeah. Not compared to like most biscuits.
I guess they're not savoury, but they're not sweet.
Yeah.
They're loaded with oats, so. And he ended up sending me through his recipe for that, because the one that I had got on the internet was the worst website. Remember, that was such a struggle.
Oh yeah.
Trying to just look at the screen and all the ads popping up.
They're like really, it's really like wet mix as well. So. Oh, it was all the butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ample butter.
Yeah, it was like too much butter.
Still tasted good, but yeah, not as like.
They were excellent.
Yeah, not as like firm and like chewy, as
Yeah.
normally are.
And yeah, Dad likes his Anzac cookies really like tough and hard, which is also how they used to make them because they had to survive the trip on the ship to get over to the soldiers. So they definitely wouldn't have lasted if they cooked them like I like cooking them, where they're all soft.
Well, chewy biscuits are objectively the best part.
Yes. Okay, we're ready. Oh, look at you preempting me.
Learning.
I think we're ready anyway. Do you think that's long enough?
Yeah.
Wait. A little bit longer. Sorry. Thought I was ready for you, and then I realised not as long as I did the others, and my tummy's grumbling.
Getting the hangries.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on those stuff.
I don't think they're gonna need 20 minutes.
Maybe 15 if that. Well, the ones with cinnamon are already like brown to start with, so.
And we don't want them overcooked. We do not want them overcooked. Okay, now we're ready. You know what I should do? I should probably go onto YouTube and just type in how to use Discord. Then someone can just show me instantly. Because I feel like they're all different. It's like different channels and things. Oh, you're just gonna use up all the rest of it?
I wasn't intending to. I mostly just went on autopilot. That's probably enough. What do you think? Or more?
I don't know. What will we eat the rest of the onion with?
Oh, I'm probably just going to eat it out of the pan.
Sounds pretty good. We will eat it out the pan. My mouth is watering. Bingo.
You're welcome.
This is our last pretzel.
Also put cheese away.
Yes, thank you.
Sweet.
Also, I'm pretty sure there is like a cooking competition on at the moment on Twitch. I think it's like right now, if I am correct, which is very cool. They're doing like, yeah, cooking competitions, cook-offs and things with a whole bunch of people. Wow, the smell of that cinnamon's coming through. And one of my favorite Twitch streamers, Audrey Enjoys, she is on. So I'm definitely going for her. Not going for her, I'm definitely like rooting for her. She also has 3 doggos.
We'll eventually get another doggo.
Yay! When? Today? Josh just said we're gonna get another doggo today. You heard it here. Can we?
Find.
Can we?
Wish.
I wish it was that simple.
Yeah, no, it's always a nightmare to try and find something.
Yeah, if you didn't know, getting a dog in Australia is really difficult and very expensive.
Oh yeah.
Very, very, very expensive. Yeah, it's good that we don't have any like dogs in shelters, but also we don't have any dogs in shelters. So then we have to buy them through breeders and they charge so much money. So much money. But one day we'll get another dog.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only dogs you can find through like shelters are ones that have been like abused or have like behavioural issues or you're not allowed around kids or other dogs and so many other like things that like first time dog owners just not a thing.
Yeah, they have the ones that are in shelters, which there's none.
Yeah.
There's like maybe one that pops up. 2 maybe in like a couple of weeks. Oh no, we pierced this. But they have like special requirements where like you cannot have them if you have kids. You cannot have them if you're like a man. Like they literally have requirements of the requirements for adopting this specific dog because of what they
What
have
they've been through, yeah.
gone through. But yeah, very, very rare to have dogs because, like in shelters, because we were looking for quite some time for a dog and we're on a wait list for like over 2 years. And then Addie was like very expensive. She wasn't even from our state. They shipped her over. But that's like the only way you can get them. But yeah, so we'd love another doggo.
Yes.
And Addie would love another doggo. But yeah, it's very different to, I feel, everywhere else in the world.
Do you want any salt in these?
Yeah. A little bit of salt.
I'll put it so very much.
Okay, well, they got 5 minutes to go. Let's clean this up and then I think we'll pull them out. We're making such a mess on the floor. I miss Addie. She used to just clean it up. Sounds like she's gone. She's not. She's just in the next room.
Trying to burrow through the walls.
Yeah, I can see your shadow under the door.
A bit more.
A tiny bit more, like maybe another minute.
Yeah.
They're more like knots at the moment.
Pretzel knots, is that a thing? Pretzel nubbins.
Yeah.
Tricky to get off my hands. It's really caked on there. Really caked on here. Again, I can't see anything with my hair like that.
Yes.
Yeah. They look pretty good. Don't put it straight on the
No,
countertop.
I'm not going to get a camera angle.
Oh,
They're
good.
not really. They got a little bit of a hole in them.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
Yeah,
a little
definitely
bit of
risen a bit.
Yeah, self-raising flour,
Yeah.
so. But yeah, they look nice. And they smell amazing.
Smell great.
Smell so good. And hey, we never have pretzels, so I don't really have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, that's it. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes, it is. I say that all the time, don't
Me too.
It's like my life motto.
Yeah.
No, that's a sad life motto. Should
Yeah.
we eat one?
Well, probably they're exceptionally hot. I can imagine if you just walk straight out the oven.
They just walk
They
straight
walk on their little pretzel legs.
up. They have no legs. They are like round balls rolling down the hill.
I can eat after too much cheese.
Yeah, it's hard to. Yay! Okay, well, it's somewhat. Oh, it's one of my hairs in there. Thank you. Thank you, Jess. Did that just get in there?
No, I think it's been baked in there.
Probably I should wear. Again, another case of me needing to wear my hair up. There we go. It's like a little pretzel knot. They look cute.
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah. They're somewhat pretzel-y shape. Nice and fluffy. Oh, they're good.
Very good. Come on.
Yay, well now we have a savoury snack. AKA breakfast.
Pretzels for breakfast. Or in my case, elevensies.
And this was a good choice of salt. You can take a pretzel and run.
Keep an eye on things here.
Yeah, so I think maybe with that we might finish it up because you probably don't want to wait around for another 14 minutes. I don't know. What do you think, Josh? Do you think we should wait around for 14? Okay. Well, we can just stay here and watch me eat this. Look how steamy it is. Can you see the steam? That didn't help. It's steaming. But yeah, it's so light and fluffy in the middle. But I wish they hadn't, risen as much, expanded, I guess, because then they kind of lost their pretzel shape. But I did figure that was going to happen because I didn't make them long enough. But yeah, very nice. And really simple with just 2 ingredients. Only thing that wasn't simple was rolling them out. But that's the trade-off, like I said. If you've got something that's just 2 ingredients, sometimes it does require more effort in terms of the prepping of it. And since we're doing that, I might even just pull up. If I open another tab, will people see Josh?
No.
Okay, that's how little I know. Which, let's see who's on. Wait a minute, we're not signed in. Oh well. Yeah, but we're not logged in, Josh. Sorry? Yeah, we could do that. I just wanted to suss out who was actually on. But we're not signed in apparently. Oh, I might do a little tidy. But those are looking good. I did make them bigger. Obviously there's only 4 of them. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like the laptop is about to take off, like an aeroplane. Oh, since I do have you here, I know what we can do to pass the next 11 minutes. I have all of my nans, well not all of my nans, but I have my grandmother's recipe box and folders and folders of all of her recipes. It's Pete. Hi Pete. 2 hours late. That is all good. We just made some pretzels and we have some more in the oven. I've stuffed these ones with caramelized onion and cheese. And we don't really get pretzels here, so I don't have really anything to compare them against aside from my memories of being a teenager, going down to the city and having a pretzel there, probably twice in my life. But they taste really good, so I'm happy with them. Looks yum from where you are. Thank you. We made just plain ones with salt, sea salt on them. And then, I just touched my mic. And then we made some other ones with cinnamon sugar, which was just a combination of cinnamon and sugar. And also there's flour all over the floor that I'm stepping in. How's your weekend? Like, you probably haven't started yours technically yet, have you? I hope you have a nice one lined up. It was a great way to start ours, making some pretzels in the morning. It's just 2 ingredients. It's just self-raising flour and Greek yogurt. 1 3/4 cups of self-raising flour and a cup of Greek yogurt. And it was a bit tricky to mix though. well, to roll. It was easy to mix, but it was hard to roll. But I'm blaming this company or this brand again. I think that was the issue. So I'll definitely be making these again because I love having savory snacks in the house that I can just, we'll probably eat all of these. Hopefully not today, because I did make a double batch. But in future streams and just life in general, having some savory snacks would be good. And I'll probably make heaps and heaps of them and then just freeze them and put them in the freezer to freeze. 2 ingredients, really awesome. Yes, I was inspired to look at ingredients that use Greek yogurt because we have so much of it, and inspired from a date night in who was doing the 2 ingredient flatbread that also used flour and Greek yogurt. That was on the same day that we were making those 3 ingredient scones. Yeah, I really like the easy, very simple ingredients kind of recipes, because then I feel like you can have the most fun with them. Oh, and I made that flatbread as well from a date night in. I used I think it was equal ratios of flour and Greek yogurt, which made it really simple, and just had fun with it. Got really creative with the ingredients that I put in it, like the spices. And cheese. I loaded mine with cheese and garlic powder and paprika and chives, I think it was. Yay, hype. Thank you so much for using the Addy emotes. I had the most fun making them. You might have missed it, but before I was saying I didn't realize that you could only have a certain amount of slots to put emotes in, so I got carried away and had too much fun that I made 56 different emotes, and I was so excited to upload them all, and then it came up with a message saying you need 2 more subscribers to unlock another regular slot and then another animated slot. I was like, what do you mean? I made 56. But anyway, so cute. Hype. Everything is awesome here. That's so good to hear. So glad to hear. It's such a good feeling starting the weekend. And how about yours? Yeah, it's going really well. I woke up, rolled out of bed, and brushed my hair, and then started making the pretzels whilst watching Josh from the bed, just like set up the whole thing, like his phone and the laptop. So it's been a very cruisy start to the morning, as I feel like it is most Saturdays now, which is good because next Saturday is going to be a busy one. I'm catching up with a friend. It's her birthday / wedding anniversary thing, and she doesn't live here or anywhere around here, so she's traveling in and doing like a big celebration for that. So it's going to be a busy one, and we're going into the city, which Josh and I never do anymore. And it's going to be like cocktails. There is a wizard themed bar that she's planning on going to, which I've been to once, and they serve like it's mostly Harry Potter themed. I think they're not technically allowed to say that it's Harry Potter themed, but everyone just calls it the Harry Potter bar. And you have like drinks served in cauldrons, and they're like bubbling up, and you can get sorted into different houses depending on, something that they drop in your drink and then it changes colour. Really fun. So bit of a different pace. Saturday coming where we'll be out having cocktails in the city and hopefully some really yummy food, and definitely make sure to take some Instagram photos and put them up when we're out. This is excellent, by the way. Good way to start the morning with a salty pretzel. You need a channel point to redeem Summon Josh. Yes. Yep, he has been such a great helper this morning. You might have missed him, but he's been here most of the stream. He was caramelizing those onions because I was taking forever to try and roll these because I don't have a rolling pin. So next time it will be easier because I will have a rolling pin. But yes, I should definitely have a summon Josh one. We do have a summon the puppy one, which I know you have used a few times, but we had to turn it off just for the next 2 weeks because Addie has recently been bisexed, so she is sooking in her bedroom with the door shut because, well, she loves you all and she loves jumping up and saying hi, and she cannot jump for the next 2 weeks because major surgery and don't want her to pop a stitch because my parents' dog did that and it was not good, and had to rush her back to the vet. So I just try to keep Addie as calm as possible, and she just gets too excited when you guys are here and I'm chatting to you. She's like, what? Who are you talking to? And how is she doing? She's doing well. It's the first day without her pain medication, so she's tough. She's too tough. She doesn't let us know when things are wrong. Like one time she was running outside and split her paw, like fully split it in half, blood gushing everywhere. We didn't even notice. She had come back inside, she was totally fine, she was happy, running around chasing her tail, and then I realized there's blood everywhere and she had split it in two. You could see right down the middle all the way. It was awful. And yeah, straight to the vet like 20 minutes later. And she didn't even let us know, didn't yelp or anything. She was totally fine. So she's a tough cookie. And first day without painkillers today. I'm sure her tummy will be feeling better soon because of it, because her tummy hasn't been great with the painkiller and the sedatives, because the vet had to give us sedatives because she's bonkers. She can be bonkers. Wishing the little one a quick recovery. Yeah, thanks. She's a little baby. She is. She's so cute. She hates having the cone on, by the way. So that's why she's looking in the next room, because she has her cone of shame on. She does not like the cone of shame. I don't think any dog likes it. But she's not on the sedatives today either, so yeah, she's off both forms of medication, so she won't be clanging into like the wall and like chairs and the tables and stuff with her cone, because it's huge. I think they fit her for like an extra long one because she is so flexible and she can basically reach every part of her body when she like turns around, because she's constantly chasing her tail, so she's super flexible. She constantly chases her tail and she grabs it at the base of the tail, not at the end of the tail, the base of the tail. So she has a really, really big cone of shame, which is good because she can't get at her wound, but she also like bashes into everything, which is just the cutest thing to see ever. Yeah, poor Addie. I know, I so didn't want to get it. I didn't want to get a disex, but stupid law. Stupid law. Yay. These are our caramelized onion and stuffed cheese ones that we made. Where we just rolled it out flat and then we shoved it full of caramelized onion and cheese and then rolled them into a big long strip. Yay! Some of the cheese is spilling out. There we go. They look more like knots. I'm gonna say they're pretzel knots because of how fat they are, but that's on the flour brand, I feel, because it's just too hard to roll out. There we go. We have got 3 different types of pretzel, or pretzel knots, that's what we're saying. We've got our cinnamon sugar ones there down the bottom, and then 2 more of these salted ones left because we're eating them right now. And they're like, I feel like they are the perfect fluffiness in the middle. There we go. And they hold their shape pretty well. I think because we did use self-raising flour, they puffed up a bit, so they lost their perfectly pretzel shape, but there's the holes in there. Dog of, yep. I love seeing all the emotes being used. Thank you so much for using them. I love seeing Addie's face there. Pretzels have risen, yes. That's a cute oven gripper. Yes, yes, it's so cute. It's got little doggos all over it. My sister and brother-in-law got me this for Christmas. And it's got all different kinds, like Scotty doggies, and like a golden retriever on there, a Dalmatian. Yeah, heaps of different kinds. Very cute. Yes, this one's like a full material one. I do usually wear these silicone ones because they're really easy to clean. But I like changing it up sometimes and wearing this one. So I have 2 different kinds of oven mitts. And these caramelized onion and cheese ones are topped with a bit of salt on them. So I'm so excited to have this for breakfast. Would there be a yummier breakfast? Oh, that's hot. It is hot. Oh, yes. See, perfectly formed. So I know a lot of people, in a lot of the recipes that I saw, they dipped them in boiling water with baking powder. But I feel like that's a lot of effort, and these came out perfectly anyway. Aside from, obviously, they puffed up a lot, and I should have made the big long strip a lot thinner. But I'm learning. It's the first time making pretzels, so pretty happy with it. Hot. But let's cut into this onion cheese one, because I can't wait any longer. And yes, great snack. That's why we did it, because we realized we didn't have any savory snacks in the house, and we were just, you know when you just crave something savory. And I think we've been to McDonald's like twice in the last 2 weeks, which is very unusual for us, just to grab like a savory snack, because we didn't have anything at home, because we actually ate all of those puff pastry pinwheels. We ate them all, and I made so many of them, but we ate them. There we go. I will cut into it here. So I thought, yeah, I'll experiment with making pretzels for the first time. And then we can tweak it and probably make heaps and heaps and heaps of them, make them way thinner. Look at that cheese. So good. So there's all the caramelized onion and cheese in the entire middle of our pretzel. And it is steamy, so I'll just wait for a little bit before I actually eat it. Also, that was like 10 onions. That was 10 onions that Josh caramelized for like an hour and a half, I'm gonna say. Caramelizing onions takes forever, so thank you, Josh. Summon the Josh. Kind of like a cheese calzone. That's another thing we've never had. Calzone.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, just be careful leaning over because your shirt rubs on the mic a little bit.
Whoops. Yes, we've got our mic down here today. So I think with that, I'll just take one bite and then we're gonna raid someone. Pete says, hello, Josh.
Hello, OMG Pete. Hope you're having a lovely day.
He is. He said it was awesome where he is. Having an awesome weekend.
Nice.
Ha.
Come on, we'll grab one of these.
Oh. Oh. Mhm.
Good. I didn't
But
have the straight
so
I need to put
good.
this on a plate.
So good. How could it not be? It's basically dough with cheese and onion and salt.
It's good.
So good. I think I will make like a ton more at a later date,
Yeah.
and then we'll just freeze them all.
Sounds good.
Because I feel like we're gonna eat all these today.
No, that might last until tomorrow.
I don't know. I think we're actually gonna eat them for. Well, I've already had a salty one, and now I'm having like a cheesy big one, and I haven't even tried a cinnamon one yet.
Cinnamon ones are good.
And then that's basically like half of them gone already.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to do a raid. We are raiding a date night in. They're still.
We'll quickly double check that they're
We'll just
online.
double check that they're still online and they're still streaming. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I've had heaps of fun making pretzels for the first time and getting creative and just making different toppings for them. Yes, they are.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're raiding a date night in. They're lovely.
Enter, yeah.
Enter. Awesome. They're still on. Yes. Thank you for confirming. Yeah, we're about to raid. Wait for the countdown.
Yeah, always have to factor in the 10-second countdown.
Yeah, and maybe next cooking stream, Addie will be out and about.
Yeah, she
Because
should be.
I really missed having her, and I'm standing in a pile of flour because she hasn't licked it up. So, yeah, thanks so much for being here. OMGP, yes, you're welcome. I love streaming and cooking, and now we have.
Noms.
We have noms. Noms for the rest of the day. Okay, thank you so much for being here and have a lovely weekend. Bye.